cylinder that used to cost now $70.
Liberty and justice for all. 2. For the Scout Law, we will have Joshua.
Scout sign. A scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, and reverent. 2.
Okay. For the Scout Oath, we'll go to Scout Oath will go to Gab.
Okay, signs up. Scout oath. On my honor, I will do my best. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, and to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. 2.
The Outdoor Code will go to Cami.
Signs up. As an American, I will do my best to be clean in my outdoor manners. Be careful with fire, be considerate in the outdoors, and be conservation-minded. 2.
I'd like to welcome Cammy. He's in the States logging in. Good to have you, Cammy. Say hello to Dad for me. All right, guys, a quick, what are we doing update. This morning, we're going to talk about wild animals you may encounter in the Philippines. And we're going to also spend 1.5 minutes of your life talking about the 3R's, which we've already covered before when we talked about cyber chip, but we're going to go over it so that we can check that block on your progress sheet. Next week, we were supposed to have flag ceremony, but you guys did it when you were actually camping. So we're going to put another one of the requirements in there. And just to give you an idea of what it is, you pick something you want to buy that's expensive. Let's say it's a bicycle, or let's say it's a Xbox. What you do is you research 3 different locations to buy it, to try and find the cheapest price. And then you're going to be making a plan how you're going to save that money. Anyway, we'll talk about that in detail next week so that you can get started on that with the help of your parents. And then the following week, you'll be telling me what your plan is and what you're trying to save your money for. On July 10th, we're going to be having an outdoor ethics class, and that's supposed to be taught by Mr. Jerry. On July 17th, I don't have a class in there yet. I'm waiting for Mr. Ed to get with me, and we will see the update of all the stuff you guys did when you were camping and move on with the things that are not completed that we can work on. Originally, we were supposed to finish second class about 1 October. It looks like we'll be able to finish it sooner now because of all of the things you got done when you were doing the actual camping. July 24th may change, safe use of fire. July 31, no scout meeting. Right now, the next camp out is scheduled on August 14th. And I can't tell you at this time if it's going to be a real camp out or virtual or what, but I'll try and get those details for you from Mr. Ed. Next slide, please. All right, this is where I need my updates. I know that Gab, congratulations, finished his traffic safety. Adrian, I believe, finished. Joshua, you finished, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And you submitted all of the papers to Mr. Sean, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. All right, now let's go down to the next one that most everybody hates, an update on your physical exercise. AJ, how many have you done?
Finish.
So you did 20. Jimmy, how many have you done?
I finished it.
You finished.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Ethan, how many for you?
Finish, sure.
Okay, great, Ethan. While I'm thinking of it, I looked ahead at the first class requirements, and it's the same as second class. You're going to have to do 20 more PE sessions when we start working on first class, just to let you know. Okay, Joshua, you've already finished second class. You're in first class. Have you started working on the exercise requirements yet?
I'm still starting, sir.
Okay, have a number for me next week, okay? All right, Gab,
Yeah, finish.
you're finished.
Yes, last day, yesterday.
All right. Cami, have you started your exercise requirements yet?
Yes, I have.
How many have you done?
3.
3? Okay, that's great. Ethan. Oh, already got Ethan. I'm missing somebody. Philip, how many exercise sessions have you completed? Last week you didn't know how many you had.
Um, I did 15.
15. Okay. So you might be finished by next Saturday. Okay, Jeff, I'm not going to ask you. Is there anybody I missed? Oh, Tristan. Tristan's not here. Is there anyone I missed? All right. Next subject we want to talk about is anybody come up with merit badges that they'd like to do other than Ethan would like to do golf? All right. The next one is there anyone that anyone that completed their community service, or do you have an idea that you would like to share about your community service? Okay, you guys need to get on that. It would be terrible if we got everything done and you didn't have your community service done and get your second class badge with everybody else. Next slide, please. Okay. Requirement 4 for second class is be familiar with dangerous animals where you live. And most of the videos, of course, are in the United States. I found a video here in the Philippines. What do you think some of the 10 most dangerous animals are in the Philippines that you could encounter while camping? I see AJ raised his hand. What animal?
Jellyfish?
Jellyfish. That's correct. And while we got that one suggested, we had a problem. We went to Subic a couple of weeks ago, all hands beach, and there was a jellyfish in the water, and it was one of the dangerous kind of jellyfish. And one of the employees got in and got the jellyfish out of the water. And believe it or not, a jellyfish sting can kill you. So be careful when you're swimming. That is one of them. Anybody else think of other animals. And when I say animals, I'm including fish and birds and animals on the land. Who? Cami, what's an animal that's dangerous in the Philippines? Cami, what's an animal?
The Filipino cobra.
Filipino cobra, that's correct. And we'll be watching a little bit of that on the video. Who else can tell me an animal that's dangerous in the Philippines? Gab, what's your idea?
Philippine eagle.
No, that's not one of the ones we have listed. They're dangerous to small animals, but they don't normally attack humans. So that's not one of the ones that we need to be scared of. Anybody else? Joshua.
Scorpions.
Scorpions. Exactly right. Scorpions. And there's several types of scorpions in the Philippines. And some of the varieties of them are very poisonous. Geez, you guys are stealing my whole class. Is there anyone else that can think of an animal that's dangerous? Okay, let's look at the next slide. Here's one that's not included in the video we're going to watch. This is the cane toad. And the cane toad has a toxic chemical on its skin. And if you get it on you, you can get very sick from it. Now, these frogs are not native to the Philippines, but we have a lot of them here. And we hear them in our neighborhood croaking at night. I guess it's the mating season. So the best thing to do is leave these toads or frogs or whatever you call them, leave them alone so you don't get the poison chemical on your skin. Next slide. Here's one that's not included in the video, the common rat. Rats are full of disease. They have rabies sometimes. They have another disease that they carry, leptospirosis. Leptospirosis comes from the urine, the pee from the rat. And if it gets into your pet's system, it can kill your pet. And it also makes humans very, very sick. So stay away from rats and make sure that you don't make conditions that attract rats with your trash, leftover food, and those kinds of things that we do as humans. So be careful of the rat. All right, now let's look at this video, which is 7 minutes and 48 seconds. Of course, it's going to lag. It's going to tell you about 10 of the most dangerous animals in the Philippines. So please keep your camera on. Let's watch this video.
Today's video, top 10 deadliest animals in the Philippines. Today we will talk about the most dangerous and in some cases deadliest animals you will find in the Philippines. The Philippines is a tropical country known for its great beautiful beaches and islands and majestic nature views. But what are the creatures hiding behind these exquisite sights? Let's get started, and at point 8, I will share information on a shocking killer, so keep watching to the end. Number 1. Venomous spiders. There are 19 unique species of spiders found in the Philippines. While most of these species are harmless, you should avoid the black widow and the redback spider. The black widow spider can be seen in fence posts, sheds, or abandoned hollow logs and animal burrows. Black widow spiders generally prey on insects, but you will experience nausea, muscle pain, mild diaphragm paralysis, and difficulty in breathing after they bite you. The redback spear bites are not life-threatening, but they can cause severe pain and symptoms that last for a few days. Number 2. Poisonous scorpions. Well, scorpions don't bite, but they sting. The Philippines has various poisonous species of scorpions, yet most of them are harmless. There are over 10 different kinds of scorpion found in this country. One of them is the Heterometrus longimanus, which is also called the Asian black forest scorpion. These are the largest species with approximately 7 to 9 inches in length. These scorpions are characterized by their powerful and large pincers. A sting by a scorpion makes you feel extreme pain. It also causes redness and swelling that comes about 5 minutes afterward. Number 3. Deadly snakes. The Philippines has more than 170 species of snakes, but only 14 of these species are poisonous. The Philippine cobra, or Olyapong in Tagalog, is generally called the northern Philippine cobra. This is a highly venomous species of spitting cobras commonly found in the north of the country. It is home to forested areas such as agricultural fields, grasslands, and dense jungles. Other venomous snakes found in this country are the Samar spitting cobra, known under several names such as Visayan cobra, Peter's cobra, and the southern Philippine cobra. There is also the yellow-lipped sea crike, and it is a venomous sea snake. And the Shulsa pit viper also dwells in most forested regions. Number 4. Crocodiles. The Philippines is the home of 2 native crocodile species, the Philippine crocodile and the Asian freshwater crocodile. The latter one is the most common and usually quite large. The Philippine crocodile species is now highly endangered, and probably you will no longer see one. It has happened that crocodiles attacked humans in the past, but not as common as you may think. Still, be careful if you are in areas where they live. Number 5. Centipede bite. Okay, don't freak out. Most centipede species bites are harmless, though that does not mean it won't be painful. Their forcepules or poison claws can deliver venom, but the majority are pretty negligible. The most common symptoms are local tissue swelling, redness, severe pain, painful and swollen lymph nodes, vomiting, headache, nausea, and anxiety. But be very careful. There are only 3 documented cases of death by centipede in the whole world. But one of them was in the Philippines, so always look where you put your feet. Number 6. Bull sharks. If you love to explore the Philippines' deep waters, you need to be cautious of shark attacks in some locations. This country is home to bull sharks that can grow up to an average of 7 to 12 feet and weigh 180 to 320 kilograms. Bull sharks is maybe the most dangerous shark of them all. These sharks can swim in shallow waters, such as freshwater rivers. They attack in pairs without warning, especially when they feel threatened. While it is unlikely that you will encounter one, it is better to be aware of them and be extra careful. Number 7. Jellyfish. The Philippines has various types of jellyfish. One of them is the pink jellyfish commonly spotted on some of its beaches, particularly in Palawan. What makes these jellyfish dangerous is that their tentacles contain tiny cells used to sting and paralyze their prey. If they attack humans, the common symptoms of stings are including throbbing, swelling, itching, and burning. In some severe cases, a person stung by a jellyfish will feel muscle pain, difficulty in breathing, headache, heart problems, and drowsiness. Another type of jellyfish found in the Philippines is the box jellyfish, dubbed as the world's most venomous creature. Imagine how a minuscule amount of its venom can cause a seizure of the human heart and make it stop beating. So stay away from them. Number 8. dogs. Yes, you heard it right. This was a big surprise for me. Dogs are man's best friend, but this is not the case all the time. Unfortunately, rabies has become a significant public health concern in the Philippines. Over 1,170 reported cases of human rabies from 2014 to 2018, and an average of 250 annual fatalities. Please be careful when you come in contact with dogs that you don't know. Number 9. Blue-ringed octopus. Do not trust the lovely colorful dots in this tentacled sea creature. The blue-ringed octopus of genus Haploplena can be found not only in the Philippines, but also in the Pacific Ocean's waters, from Japan to Australia. They live in the coral reefs and sandy bottoms of Palawan, Samal Island, and other diving spots in the Philippines. The scary part of getting attacked by the blue-ringed octopus is that the victim may not feel any pain. So once it's discovered that the victim was attacked, it can be too late as that the venom has already spread in the body. Number 10. Mosquitoes. One of the most prevalent diseases in the Philippines is dengue fever, with numerous deaths in the past decades. This disease is caused by mosquito bites, with children between 5 and 14 years old are mostly the victims. Other diseases caused by mosquito bites are chikungunya and malaria. Chikungunya is a type of mosquito-borne disease with the same signs and symptoms but differs in severity. So there you have it. 10 most dangerous animals in the Philippines. I hope you liked the video. Please give
Okay, guys, any questions on dangerous animals in the Philippines that you may encounter anywhere or when you're camping, especially? Okay, no comments. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, this is task 9 alpha of second class. And this has to do with child protection and cyber chip that we devoted a whole class to. This is a 1.5-minute video, and it talks about the 3R's. We'll go ahead and play the video. What?
second class rank requirement 9A. Explain the 3R's of personal safety and protection. The 3R's of personal safety and protection are recognize, respond, and report. Recognize that anyone can be an abuser, but more often, it is someone you already know. Persons or adults that you trust. People that are skilled at manipulation, and people who violate safety rules. Respond. Whenever you feel that something isn't right, get away and tell a trusted adult. Remember, you can always say no. Don't be afraid to tell. And remember, resistance will stop most abusers. And finally, report. Report any abuse by an adult or another child. It is okay to ask for help. Reporting helps others in the future. So be a buddy to others who need help. This is Scout Rob. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell for more great videos just like this one. Happy scouting.
Okay, that was pretty painless. We covered the 3R's. which are recognize, respond to any threat that they show towards you or inappropriate actions, and then report the incident to an older person in the scouts that can take action to fix the problem. Any questions on that? Any comments on today's meeting? Easy, short meeting today. All right, Jimmy, you can go ahead and organize the closing ceremony.
Everybody unmute your mics. May the grace
Great
of
Scoutmaster
Master
of all
of all
scouts,
scouts,
be with
be
us
with
be with us until we meet
us
again.
again.
Troop
Troop
45
5
Five.
dismissed.
dismissed.
Woo.
Thank you, guys.